Today I want to talk about something I've wanted to talk about for a while on my channel. I just feel it's relevant now. Toxic masculinity. You may have noticed that I am indeed a male boy. Man. Prefer how you will. And along with that, you probably noticed I'm not supposedly the most manliest man. I'm not afraid to camp it up a little bit. I'm not one of these lads that go drinking in the pub trying to pull birds. I don't like sports, specifically football. That's why this has been brought up. If anyone's kept up with the news, you probably know where I'm going with this. Let's just put it out there what toxic masculinity actually is. It's about all the traditional male gender roles, all these ideas and stuff of what a man should be. It's about how they have a negative effect on society. Not all of the traits, but some of the traits. A quick and very easy example of this is men shouldn't show emotions, men should be strong, they should be tough. And then you look at the statistics for male suicide and you go, oh, right. Because society tells you you shouldn't express your emotions, that's the effect of it. We're in a generation now where that's all evolving, but it still exists. The specific incident I want to talk about is when England won the football on Saturday. I'm not into football. I was even in the Primark on the Saturday and the guy at the counter was like, oh, are you watching the game later? I was like, game? Yeah, the football. Oh, no. To which he said that I was the first person that said that in the day, but oh well. And I'm all for people wanting to celebrate football and celebrate the win. I'm all for being proud of your country. But it's the extremes that people took that which upset me and angered me. You may have seen me tweet about this. At Nottingham Castle, they hosted a screening of the game. There was hundreds, maybe thousands of people all at the castle, all in the glorious sunshine that England has been gifted with at the moment. Gifted is arguable. And they were all doing their typical lad thing. Drinking. 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 Not water. Alcohol. So a load of very drunk people, once the game had finished, walked down Friar Lane, if you know Nottingham you'll know exactly what I mean, into the market square and decided to celebrate in the square. Some people thought it would be a good idea to jump on bus stops and stand on top of there and scream from there. That's a bit, you know, antisocial behaviour. But there were a few people that took it to an even more extreme point, and there was a taxi driver just driving through trying to drop off people, and they thought it would be a good idea to jump on the car. The man was still in the car, jumped through the ceiling, glass roof shattered. He got out the car, obviously, couldn't find any police. Apparently there were some police watching that didn't do anything, that's another issue. But they destroyed his car. He was a taxi driver, that was his livelihood. You know, it'd be like destroying my phone, my lights, and that stuff. It's my MacBook. God, I'd be a wreck if any of that happened. His car was worth £10,000 and they just destroyed it, just for a celebration. I'm not inserting any pictures or images for this, A, because effort, and B, because I don't want to see it again. I've seen enough of it and it just angers me every single time. I will, however, leave a Just Giving link in the description to the man whose vehicle was destroyed. There is currently a search for the people who did this to be arrested. It wasn't just in Nottingham too, it was in Manchester, it was in Birmingham, it was in London. Nottingham seemed to have reached all over the news though. Nottingham was on the news in New Zealand. I am not happy that that's how my city was portrayed to the world. I'm very proud to be from Nottingham, it's a great city. But it's the minority that ruin it. And all of these people were males. They were lads. Some of them in their mid-40s, just haven't grown up. Like, I get it, my dad goes to the pub and gets drunk when it's football, but my dad doesn't go jumping on cars. It's this whole culture that people are brought up with. England's a very much a football country. Like, growing up in school in PE, we could have a whole rant about this, but you're forced to play football. And I was like, I'm not bothered whatsoever. And with football comes that culture of the drinking and the everything and blah. I don't think I'm particularly friends with any lads. Everyone who I'm friends with is slightly on the camper side, let's just say. Or just decent human being side. No, I do know people that are into football and stuff. They're just nice people though. They're all trying to show off. They're all trying to be the alpha male. Alpha male's another part of toxic masculinity. Everyone needs to be shown to be strong and supporting everything around them and being in control and being in charge and taking, you know, and it just causes more damage than it does good. Falling into this category are men being derogatory about women. Like, that's supposedly lad behaviour. I don't like it. I find it disrespectful. Yeah, I'm not saying don't embrace being a male, because I am a male. I very much am a male. Like, I've got masculine things about me which I like to embrace. I'm a boy, I like to smell a little bit, I like to play video games, I like to fart. But that's the thing, I'm not afraid of, like, doing things that are considered feminine. Like, I would choose going to see a musical over a football match any day. Society thinks the default is to be a lad if you're male, and I hope that changes. If I ever have kids, I'm certainly not raising my son, if I ever have one. He'll most likely be called Hercules. We'll see about that one. But I wouldn't encourage little Hercules to be a man. We must be swifter as the course that song doesn't help my point. Anyway, I could ramble and ramble on about this for ages, but I want to know your thoughts on it. If you are male in the comments, please just explain how you feel about masculinity as a whole, and are you into football and stuff, but do you not take it to that extreme? Do you take it to that extreme? Do you feel that you have to conform to these society standards of what a man is? Do you feel you have to suppress your emotions? Whereas if you're a female, well, look at it from the opposite way. Like, what do you look as an idea of a man? Do you think a man should be manly? Do you think they should be playing football, drinking down with the boys? Or do you just think a man should be whoever a man wants to be? Slightly deeper discussion point today, but I really want to know what you have to say about this. There will be a much lighter video on Friday. It's a collab with someone. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Bye.